law becomes selective, nations drift toward fear and instability. So Uganda must never return to such darkness. As a nation, we stand at a delicate and significant moment. As you know, in just a few weeks, on the 15th of January next year, 2026, Ugandans will go to the polls in the general elections. Elections are not merely political events. They are moral moments. They reveal who we are as a people, how we treat one another under pressure, and how deeply we respect the dignity of every citizen. As this important date draws closer, emotions naturally rise and tensions increase. Christmas calls us to lower the temperature, not to inflame it. I therefore appeal to political leaders and the candidates to place the nation above personal ambitions, reject incitement, and speak words that heal rather than divide. I call upon security agencies to carry out their duty with professionalism, restraint, and strict adherence to the law, remembering always that their role is to protect life, protect property, and uphold dignity. I also urge electoral institutions to act with transparency, fairness, and integrity so that public confidence is preserved. And I encourage citizens to express their convictions peacefully, reject violence and intimidation, and resist manipulation rooted in fear, tribe, or misinformation. As you know, I may have a candidate, but as a religious and a church leader, we do not endorse political parties or candidates. But the church speaks clearly about values: peace, justice, truth, dialogue, and respect for human dignity. Uganda does not need enemies within. And the church doesn't. I'm very comfortable that we are sitting together comfortably, and we may have different opinions of how this nation can be guided or led. But we have come in the same church on the same day. We shall also receive from the same table, the same Jesus, the same Eucharist. That is the spirit with which Ugandans must live. Uganda needs calm hearts, responsible leadership, and a shared commitment to the common good. So as we approach 15th January next year, we choose dialogue over confrontation, choose law over lawlessness, and unity over division, so that whatever the outcome, our nation remains at peace. So, dear brothers and sisters, Uganda is blessed with a young population. Yet youth without opportunity is a fragile blessing. youth unemployment, substance abuse, and despair are not merely economic challenges, they are moral and spiritual emergencies. As young persons without hope is easily manipulated, a young person without dignity is easily lost. Together we must invest in education that forms character, employment that restores dignity, and leadership that mentors rather than exploit. Christmas is not complete if it ends with celebration alone. It must lead to conversation. It leads to conversion as well. Parents are called to reclaim their role as first teachers, to speak with their children, to pray with them, and guide their use of technology. And we leaders are reminded that authority is service and power is accountability. Dear citizens, dear people of God, all of you Christians and fellow Catholics, I invite you to reject Catholic corruption, reject hatred and violence, and choose peace. May the child of Bethlehem soften hardened hearts, heal wounded families, guide our leaders, and bless our beloved nation. May Christ, the peace, Prince of Peace, reign in the world, reign in Uganda. Njagala okwebaza ebirabo bimuwadde Kereziya wano ng'ogyeko ekyayoyoota, mutuwadde n'ebirabo bya Christmas bingi ddala, omuli n'ebimuli bino ebitimbiddwa mu cathedral. Ababyete manno weebali Kato ne Waswa. Simanya ani Kato, simanya ani Waswa kubanga bafaanagana. Naye batuwa gwe Waswa. Endowooza abakyala bo babamanyi. Sobola okubaawula. N'ebirabo ebirala bimutuwadde, cards, sente twazifunye ne twazikozesezza temuzinona. Zabedonda. Nga mutwagala bannange, mwagala nnyo Kereziya, Mukama bampeera omukisa mungi nnyo olw'okwagala Kereziya. Nange nafunyemu ku birabo era ate nkyafuna. N'omugo guno gwe mulaba nkutte mupya nnyo, ngutya n'okukwata kuba gukyali mupya. Abasirikale ba Paapa, omwami n'omukyala Yiga bwe bagundetedde nga bavudde okulamaga. Naye bakoze bulungi. Ken the man naye waali mbadde simulebye mulengedde kake. N'abalala sibakonyeeko kubanga tuli bangi, naye Mukama mbaaniriza mwebale okutwegattako n'okutendereza obulungi. Kisembayo, Bishop Jumba yansabye mbagambe nti mwebale kusaba omusosoldoti waffe twazudde waali. Newankubadde nabakuteebwa naye ekyo kikkakkana nti bano be bamulina. Ate n'agenda kooti zisalewo oba alina emisango oba talina. Naye nga tutegedde Father Ssekabira gyali, era Bishop Jumba yeebaza kuba yasaba essaala, n'agamba Katonda essaala yaziwulidde bulungi.
Tusiriikiremu abooluganda twebulire ku bigambo omusumba waffe by'atuliisizza. Let's have a brief moment of meditation, reflecting on the words of His grace.